Hey, it's LSFD here today, and today we're here to look at the Lexus USA sales for August 2024. We know that since June timeframe, the TX was on a stop sale because of the airbag issue that they have, and it has not been resolved yet. And there has been a lot of complaints that they're feeling not safe driving this TX, and people are concerned about it, and I don't know. They're saying targeting October timeframe where the TX will be back on sale. And probably there'll be a backlog of those trying to get them out the door so that they can get the side airbags replaced and then get to the owners who've actually waited a few months already. So with that being said, let's look at the sales for the models. So we start off with the UX. UX is very bad, even though they had the UX300H, a brand new 5th generation hybrid system added to the UX, but the sales numbers don't reflect that addition. So you can see here for the month, for the whole year, it hasn't broken any records. For August, 526, and that's down almost 38% from last year. That's a lot. So year to date, it's 6,479 units. And if you look at last year, up to year to date, it's 8,548. So roughly 2,100 units short. So projection right now for the end of the year, we're looking at 8,900 units, just a little bit under 9,000. So it seems like it's a year-over-year drop for the UX. Unfortunate, but I guess it's too small. But maybe it needs an LBX? I really don't know. All right, the IS. The IS right now, year-to-date, 13,223. And for August, it's 1,616. That's another thing down 24%. That's a lot again, too. And overall, if it's year-to-date last year, it was 15,280. So right now, projection-wise, we're looking at 19,489. So less than last year, but not too far away. We move over to the ES 4,075. That is 35% higher than last year and in many years if you look at it. We're going back to probably 2020 timeframe with 4,075. So right now, year to date, 27,411. And you compare that to last year's year to date, 25,547. It's definitely better than last year, but closer to 2022. So when you look at our projection, it's 41,000, almost 42,000, which is quite aligned with 2022 numbers. And it's actually not too bad if you look at it, because the ES really is going back to Japan for production. And right now, 2025 model year is already spec'd out. So a new refresh will be coming in, and probably that will change how the ES will turn out. All right, now we're on the NX. So the NX, 7,238 units. That's up 30% compared to last year. Definitely one of the best August you can see here. So 48,481 units this year. Compared to last year, 45,000. So the NX is selling more than last year already. And when we look at a projection, 79,000. Do you think it can reach 80,000? That probably would break a new record. So let's scroll down to the NX for now. So you can see here, 7,238. That is actually the best August ever. The closest was 2021, just before the refresh, with 6,878. So they beat the August for the NX. And looking at right now, 48,000, that's already better than the first year when they totally sold the NX, 43,000. So next month, they'll probably be very close to the 2016 total sales. So these numbers are really positive for the NX. But again, we have a challenge here. There are 3 months of very good months for September, October, November, and we'll have to see how the NX turns out here. Because if they can beat these records, then definitely 80,000 is going to be in their pockets. We'll have to see. This one is going to be tough. RX. So the RX here, 10,205, didn't break the record, but much better since the past 4 years here. So it's up almost 30% from last year, which is good. And 74,751. And compared to last year, they're about 700 units up. Not that far. And projection wise, 115,000. So they may not break the 2021 record we have here, but very close. So it's a tight race here, and we'll have to see how that turns out. I think it's possible. It's just how much can they chug out. LS, another low volume selling vehicle, their flagship, 186 units. That's up 3.33% compared to last year. Looking at the year to date, they're only like 20 units short. So we're looking at probably similar to 2023 numbers. LC is another low volume vehicle, 121 for August, and that's down 27% compared to last year. But if you look at year to date to last year, they're still up a little bit. They're about 39 units. So we're projecting about 1,821, which is similar to last year as well. All right. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450h Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, and or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video. Then the GX. So the GX is now on the full blast of the new vehicle. You can see that March was a very bad month, but now you can see that 3,997, the best at least for this past 6 years here, and 17,884 for the year. Compared to last year, it's still short, but we're projecting about 30,000. I think this one actually will be higher. It's possible that to see 32,000 over breaking this record, I think it's possible for the GX as long as there's no issues with the pipeline. They're up 42%, they're up 96% here. So next month, I would expect that they're also up 40-ish%. If that is the case, then we will start seeing a better projection here. Then we have the LX 575, very close to last year's, but they did break the record for the last 6 years here. 4,346, that's still short 200 units. Projection is about short 300 units, but I think it could be close. It depends because there's 700 and 800, and if they continue with the 500 units, we're looking at probably another like 2,000 units. That's why it's 6,600 and not more than that. All right, RC, another low volume, 170, up from last year 1.8%, 1,258. And compared to last year, it's actually higher than last year. So a projection of higher than last year, about 200, 150 units. Then we have the battery electric RZ, 987. So that's up 116%, which is like doubled. And then when you look at it, 7,858, already way more than last year. And then if you look at year to date of last year, is only 2,000. So they've done very well in the RZ, but it's also because they started selling around March timeframe last year. So 12,000, I think that is probably what we're going to see, about 12,000 units for the RZ. And the TX, the second month of 0. And I'm expecting September, probably another 0. October, we'll have to see when they actually get the release out. It could be half a month, so it could be about like 2,000 units. And then we'll go back to 4,000 units. We'll have to see how that goes. And so that's why the projection is about 29,322. All right, so we look at the total sales. So 29,696. And keep in mind, this is without the TX. So before we actually had the stop sell, in May they sold like almost 5,000. So imagine if this had 5,000, this would have been 34,000, almost 35,000. And if you look on the record here, they really never got there. So it is hurting. The TX definitely is hurting. the total sales, the total potential of Lexus sales in the US. So September, most likely we will see another hurting month, but you can see that they still did better than last year. It seems like every month they've actually been doing better than last year already. And then there's 4 more months. Right now we're at 225,761 units, projecting about 349,000 units. So it could still break the record based on what we're seeing here. So since 2005, I think they could still break that record. And when you look at the numbers, since 2005 up to August, 225,000 is the best year. So they got close here with 222,000 in 2015, and they got in 2007 with 220,000. So they're still up about 3,500 units roughly. So still ahead, and really depends if it is with Lexus' interest to get the TX fixed and the remedy available as soon as possible. Because with that, they can guarantee that it will be a breaking year for them in totality. Time will tell. We will have to see. They are up about 30% this year. So we will see if they will really break the 30% of last year, which is going to be a little bit tough because if they do, that's like almost 30,000 units. Alright, so now we move over to Toyota Canada, and they've just released the August sales. So you can see here they're saying that they've reached a record of 11,610 units in August, and that's up 26.5%. And that's for electrified vehicles, okay? And so they're saying that electrified vehicles now represent 60.8% of August sales. That's a lot, meaning hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and BEVs. And then when you look at it, the Lexus division is 60.4%. So overall, selling a lot of hybrids and plug-in hybrids and fuel cell EVs as well. So we're seeing here 3,667 zero-emission vehicles, which is EVs, plug-in hybrids, and fuel cell EVs. And they're saying that's Toyota and Lexus together. And they're saying that they have the best months for the Toyota RAV4, BZ4X, and the NX450h Plus, which is surprising because I've actually been hearing people saying that they were still waiting. There's a post saying that there's over 600 days waiting for the NX450h Plus. But it does look like the sales numbers are reflecting a little bit different. So overall, Toyota Canada is down 3.1% at 19,103 units. Toyota is down 2.5%, and Lexus is down 6.9%, 2,420. So when you look at that, I think we continue to have that trend. 2023 was a catch-up year, and it really brought a lot of vehicles. So if we quickly look at 2024, 19,648. Compared to last year, year-to-date to August, it's 21,500 almost. So there's 2,000 short. But if you compare to previous years, 19,000 is nowhere to say they're doing bad. It's just that it does look like 2023 was a year that compensated 2022 and 2020. So overall, 19,648 is not bad. And I would say if you look at it, 2,420 compared to 2,600, I think they're going back to 2021 numbers. So they're back to some normal sales numbers. And I would say probably we won't be seeing 32,000. Maybe we'll be lucky to see 30,000. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.